Hello and welcome back to Car Chat TV. I'm Oliver, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about this, the brand new Nissan ARIYA, and in this video I'm going to tell you all of the best features and my favourites. Check it out. Firstly, let me tell you a little bit of backstory about the car. This is the advanced 63 kilowatt hour version. Nissan say that's around 251 miles of range. You then go up, there are 4 trim levels to the Evolve, then the Evolve E-Force, which is Nissan's four-wheel drive variant. This is a two-wheel drive version at the front. And then you get the E-Force Performance, which is the one with a lot more brake horsepower. This one is the Advance. It's 214 brake horsepower, 218 farther start, 300 newton meters of torque, 0 to 62 in 7.5 seconds. That's enough stats. Now you know what the car is. Let's get on with the features. I mean, the first thing we need to talk about is the interior. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this in any car yet. So much to talk about. We're going to try and break it down though. So when you walk in, you've got this kind of faux wood. These are touch sensitive buttons, and if I just gently graze, can you hear that noise? It just turns, it's so easy. You only literally have to rest your finger on those and you'll get used to it. Center console looks great. This is very satisfying. It's got a quality click to it. You've got D and B modes. D for motorway driving, pretty much, let the car coast more. B is for regenerative braking. It will harvest more into the battery. Center console here, some stuff to use. Under here's pretty handy. It's got a wireless charge pad, and this is all with the standard trim, the Advance. When you put your phone in there, that will light up. Always handy to let you know if your phone's actually charging or not. E-pedal, cool feature there, which you just turn on, and basically when it's on, it will say in the top left, E-pedal on. Press it once, E-pedal on. That's a little bit like the B mode really. It's just one pedal driving. You lift your foot off the accelerator and the car slows down. Anyway, back to the interior. So this is the Advanced. As you go up through the trim levels, you get more materials on your seat, more suede up here, but I actually think this is the one to go for. Save yourself money, because this one's £6,000 cheaper than the 87 kilowatt hour battery. Infotainment works well. You can see here I'm moving my finger, I've gone to the end, and it's responsive. It comes back. You've got cool features in the infotainment where I believe if I go to, I'm looking for something called the charge timer. So you've got, oh, Alexa there as well. Alexa, turn on my PlayStation 5 at home, because I'm ready to play some games. And works both ways. You can be at home using Alexa, saying what's my EV range and whatnot of the car. So that's a good thing with cars. Anyway, all apps. We're going to go into EV here, and then we could literally go charge timer. So you get home, you can turn these on, and if you're on a late night tariff, which is cheaper in your area, you can tell it to charge and edit those. That one's at 12:30 till 4:30 AM. That's not going to give me a full charge. This is going to charge 10 hours on a 7.4 kilowatt from 0 till full. All right, that is what it's going to do. This is very crisp and clear. Oh my gosh, I'm enjoying my time in the Nissan ARIYA. Look at that. Whoa, that's the Sky Pack. This is one of my favorite features, and it might be a little bit weird, but nobody is talking about it on any of their videos. It's the rugs you get. And this is the Advance. This is the entry-level trim. Right, I'm going to show you. Look at this. Now this is thick. This is like thick shag pile. And this is front and back. It runs all the way across. You've got a little bit of ARIYA detailing there. It runs all the way across. There's a funny bit there, which is a little bit more, I think, more durable than the rest, like soft for your feet. But it runs all the way across this. Obviously, because it's an EV, it runs, you've got this really nice flat floor. Now, as it's the Advance, this doesn't move back. The one trim level up, you can press an electric button, move the center console forward and back. But that's a little bit novelty, isn't it? But you get this rug in the back as well. I think that's, I wish you could just be here and feel the thickness. Honestly, just buy the car for the rug. I love how the designers have thought of telling a story about Japanese culture within the Nissan ARIYA. It's the LED lighting. When you jump in a car now and you've got ambient lighting, LEDs, a lot of them are strip lighting found under the dash, in the door panels, and Nissan have thought a little bit out of the box here, and I love this. It's a lantern design, a Japanese lantern of like hexagons and parallelograms kind of fused together to create this elegant pattern that is a throw to, you know, Japanese culture and history of when someone passes, they have these bamboo lanterns with a candlelight within them with paper. The light is shining through the paper. They put it on the river, and forgive my Japanese here, I'm probably going to butcher this saying, but it's Toro Nagashi, which means floating lantern, which they put on the river and allow it to float to show the spirits and souls the destination towards peace. I love that. That's great storytelling. That's telling us a little bit about their culture. I love how different it is and how great it works at night, the LED lighting. It's just a real kind of traditional but modern approach to ambient lighting, and I just think it's next level. The Ariya is super easy to drive. Literally, you just jump in, it's keyless entry, the key's still in my pocket, you press the button and you are gone. I love the ease of just jumping in. Visibility is great. It's quite a conventional car. You know you're in an SUV. I'm sitting high up. It's a stinking day today. You can probably hear the rain, but that's a good test as well, because EVs are known to be very quiet. And this car is quiet and it does its job really well. I've got a lot of light pouring in. That's an option. The Sky Pack, £1,225, I believe. The other option is the copper Akatsuki copper. But my favorite feature, I think, and it's also a best feature, is just that you're able to customize the car. So I've got a number of drive modes down here, and I can customize 2 different settings on the visual display, the digital cluster behind the steering wheel. I like that. I don't just like having one display. I just like to mix things up, right? Like we all do. We like a bit of variation. Anyway, I've got this one on here, the 2 dials rather than the other one. I just love that you've got a bit of customization. Anyway, back to my point. 4 drive modes. They are Sport. Oh, steering has stiffened up. The throttle response is more responsive. I don't know, that's some good wordage. Now, this is where the Ariya can be fun. It's not a performance car, but it can be fun. As we know with electric vehicles, every now and again, they have got unlimited. There you go, that's in sport. Unlimited power, right? So as soon as you put your foot on the accelerator, it goes. And that's in sport mode. But this will do 0 to 62 in 7.5 seconds. And that's more than enough power for any family or any person buying this car. If you want anything more than that, then you'd be looking elsewhere. But if you really love the look of this car, then you'd be going for the E-Force Performance, because you want that performance element. But to be honest, I don't think you need it. I love this car just sitting in eco mode. You've got standard as well, which is in between. I guess the steering's a little bit lighter than sport, but not as light as eco. The throttle response is a little bit different, but eco is where you want to be, unless every now and again you want to flick it into sport. But eco is where you want to be. You want to save your range, don't you? Your miles. 251 miles is what Nissan say this car can do. At the moment I've got 93%, and it says I've got 174 miles for context. But just sitting, kicking back. I'm in D mode. You've got a B mode as well. I might just put that in B. When you put it in B, when you're going downhill like this, it starts harvesting more energy into the battery. And you've got obviously E-pedal as well, which you can turn on. Oh, harvests even more into the battery when I put that on. So I'm just going to turn that off. But I think that's one of the coolest features. I love that you're able to customize the car. Look how cool the back of the Nissan ARIYA is. I've got so much space right here. Said that really weird. Anyway, the front seat, that's my driving position. Look how far I've got my knee room. I'm going to show you in terms of hands. Right here to here. Bosh, look how much room that is. I can't believe it. Headspace is good. These are comfortable. I'm 5'11". I've got a little bit of space. I have my hair spiky, so it does brush every now and again, which is a little bit annoying. But I love the panoramic sunroof. There's USB-A and a USB-C, because there's new tech and old tech. I love how they have included a USB for both types. And no transmission tunnel, which means I can do this. and slide across to different positions with ease. And I've got that awesome, fat, chunky, thick rug I can just delve my fingers into. Really cool space. And behind me, 466 litres of boot space. I'm not going to show you the boot space because, well, it's pissing it down at the moment. I don't want to get wet. But I am doing a full review of this car with more drone shots and passing shots. It'll look a little bit more polished than this one, but I like to do a little bit of a vlog piece as well, to kind of extract content. I'm waffling now, but how cool do you think the rear space is in the Nissan ARIYA? So that has been the episode on the best features of the Nissan ARIYA. I would love to know your opinion on what your favourite feature is. What kind of miles have you been getting on the car if you are an owner of the Nissan ARIYA? Let me know what other EV, mid-size SUV you would choose over this. As always, if you like the episode, throw me a like, get subbed, and I'll see you on the next one.